and you get to find that person when somebody wants to make amends for something they did wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not just I got no. It's and I don't take on every case.
Right. You're very
selective. You gotta be
selective,
bro. You gotta be selective because your name, your reputation's out there. And I've had a case where I had an OBGYN and an orthopedic sports surgeon. These guys were well off, good credit. I look at your FICO score before you even take your case. Okay, and all of a sudden, she calls me over and she says, "Hey, you come up here." She says, so she brings out this bag and it's got lingerie in it. And she says that her husband is having an affair. And I said, "How do you know he's having an affair?" Right?
Yeah.
She says, "Well, it's not mine." I go, "Is it yours?" She says, "No." I go, "So it's not yours. It could be your daughter, the maid, the cleaning maid. They had a big house." And she said, "No." And so that's not my size. And da. I was okay. So I followed this guy for 60 days, bro. Nothing. Guy's credit FICO score is like 785. Right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. The guy's impeccable. I think.
Right.
I go back and I tell her, listen. I go, "Gabby." Her name was Gabby. I said, "Gabby, he's not having an affair." She was like, "That's impossible." I don't know. I'm gonna go, sometimes, I don't know. I can't explain the lingerie, but I can tell you this one, she's not having an affair. I think you got to make a right around here somewhere.
Isn't it?
Oh, straight, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to keep hearing this story.
So then, to make a long story short, she says, "Follow me." She wanted me to do another 60 days. I said, "I can't. In good faith, I can't do that. I'm not gonna. He's clean." She says, "No. I said, "Okay, fine." I fire him right. I follow him. So I'm right around the 55, 54 day
Of the second time.
Boom! He dips into this business medical place, right? Like a medical, like they have different medical offices, and the guys go in there, and we have gadgets, but I can hear you fart, Sometimes I don't know where he went. I don't know which build. They got a pediatric, they got a hand surgeon. So I said, okay, let me see. So I just said the doctor's name, his name, So I went into that office. I go, "Hey, is Dr. So-and-so here? Dr. So-and-so." So boom, obviously the person that knows who that is. "Oh no, yeah, he's not here, but his office is over there, like on the other side." I said, "Oh, okay." So now I knew where he was going. So he was going to see a therapist, a psychologist. So I said, "Okay." So I parked there, and I listened to the guy. Nothing major. Just talked about his illness and because he was sick and how bad he feels about his wife, but he didn't say what he was mad about, what was hurting him.
Yeah.
To make a long story short,
yeah.
He tells the second session. She tells him, "Well, let's take me back." And I only heard bits and pieces.
Right.
But so what happened was the guy was molested by his uncle when he was a child, and they used to dress him in lingerie. So the guy's sick. The doctor's sick now, right? So he's sick, and he's fighting that because he hasn't told his wife for many years. They've been married. So he goes back to the room, and I ordered room service for him accidentally to see if there was anybody in there. Nobody was in there. Okay, so I went back. I said, "You know what? I'm going to roll the dice, see if the therapist will tell me something." So I told her, "Listen, my name's so-and-so, 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 so-and-so. I know you have confidentiality, but what can you give me so I can close this up?" She said, "I can tell you this much." She said, "I know you have gadgets. I know you heard what you heard, but let's just say he's not having an affair." I said, "Okay, good enough for me." So I go back and I tell the lady. I didn't even want to give it to her, but I go, "Listen, he's not having an affair. I'm telling you right now, he's not." And she's like, "Because you got to write a report, you take pictures." And I said, "Listen, I really don't want to give you this because some things are best not known." And she said, "No, I need to know." And I said, "Okay." So I give it to her, right? About 2 months later, I see her at the market. "Hey, how's it going?" And I asked how her husband was, and she said, I'm not with him, or he's not with me anymore, or something like that. I thought he had passed away. And she starts crying. She says, "Oh, Albert, I should have listened to you." I said, "What?" She said, "I couldn't do it." So I divorced him. They were married for almost 55 years, bro.
What the fuck?
She could not live with the fact that he didn't tell her about the, why he was worried,
Because he had been molested,
Yeah.
And so he just needed to see a therapist about it because there's something.
She could not forgive him for that. She said, I wish I would have listened to you. I can't. And I was like, wow. I go, sometimes things are best known left the way they are.
Yeah, I mean, do you agree that in some marriages, you can't reveal all your secrets. You got to keep some stuff to yourself.
You know what? Sometimes, for me personally, I think, okay, my wife, it depends what kind of relationship you have with your wife, and there's some things that you don't want to hurt your wife's spirit.
You don't.
It won't happen. It's not good for you, for her, the marriage, But yeah, that was a crazy one.
Man, bro, thank you so much.
Not a problem, brother.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
What is it? Your official profession, like an investigator?
Yeah, PI. LLP. I got a bachelor's degree in criminal justice.
That's awesome, my friend.
You know?